good pair of legs there. Renz has made a start. He's got the underlay down and he's got a few boards down already. The driver's on his way with 10 tonne of gravel because we need to top this up. A lot of vehicles over this over the past few months, and the gravel's just got pushed right into the ground, and we need some more for other little areas that we haven't ever had gravel on. I'm mucking out both stables while Renz is doing the floor. It's a big machine to get in this drive because we have got the manhole cover right behind the horse box, which is broken if something heavy goes on it. So he's very kindly driving it with the back up so that we don't get a biggie in one area. We get sort of it's spread out a bit, makes it easier for us to move it. Oh, superb. Superb. Yeah, that's very nice, isn't it? Nice long pile. That was lovely. Well done. Farouk's stable is ready to have its miscanthus down. I'm going to leave it off for now so that the wee spot gets nice and dry. They're in the paddock. I'll show you that later. Coming in to do Apollo's stable next. We've got a slight leak with the water trough over there, so Renz has put some miscanthus underneath. I think we have to buy a new bit for it, even though that is brand new. We have to get a new bit for it. I think they'll just give us the bit, rather than us having to take the water trough off, take it back and get a new one, because that is new. So I think they'll just give us the bit for it, and Renz can sort that out. This is what Apollo looks at when he's got his head out of the door. You can see the fields beyond, just through there. So I think that's what he likes to look at. see what's going on. We had a delivery of miscanthus yesterday, and because we've got more space to keep it dry, we could get a whole pallet instead of half a pallet. So we got 64 bags instead of 32, and of course that's cheaper buying it in bulk. So little cost saving there. So as you can see, Renz is on the job. He's taking it apart to get the part that's making it leak replaced. BATA is just down the road, as you know from a video where I went and got the horse feed. That's where we're going to take it. But of course we have to ring up and tell them what we want and pay over the phone so that you don't get the contamination with the coronavirus. I've done the floor here. I'm just leaving that up to dry. I'll go and show you the boys now. Farouk spotted me. And that's our new bird feeders. Probably shown you those already. Lovely sunny day. We were able to have our lunch outside again. It's just glorious, isn't it, when you can get out. We've had such a lot of bad weather. The wind's been just horrendous. Horrendous. And then there's so much rain. But we haven't had any snow. A very faint flurry, and that was it. There's Black Beauty. I need to get his legs done because they're a bit woolly and a bit untidy, so I really need just to lightly clip those back to match in now with the rest of his body, whereas because he's losing his coat now, but those look a bit odd. Bit too hairy compared to the rest of him. Not much of a show of daffodils, I'm afraid. Hopefully next year there'll be more. Well, we did our best anyway to save them. Renz has finished the floor. Look at that, lovely job. It was quite fiddly just here, as you can see. He's getting the skirting board back on now. Mikey thinks it's all right, don't you? Oh, stopping the worker. bit loud, Mikey. He's had to leave. Don't like that loud crowd. Steve did a lot of running in his younger day, and as you saw there on his number plate, somebody bought him that for a Christmas present. Now I've made a start moving the gravel. First two items are in the new tack room. We're going to have them on the horses rather than on a rack, because I find getting them on the rack, it's just awkward at my age to lift them and everything. Well, not the Wintec, because obviously that's a nice lightweight saddle, but that wow saddle is so heavy. It just takes me all my time to lift it. Ren's has put the gravel down now, so I've got a nice gravel path round the back of the hay store. So I'm pleased with that. And Ren's is just now sorting out this big lump of concrete that they just didn't put a chamfer on. They just put an edge. It's just rubbish. I mean, how are you going to get your barrow up that? That was very thoughtless, wasn't it? That's typical of them. So he's having to fill it up, and we think we're going to put some wood. We have a little wooden ramp like we're doing to the menage. That's the thought so far. I'm talking about Dave from JR Roofing and Landscapes. Because you don't want a great big step to try and get your barrow up. That was ridiculous. So trying to make a ramp, because the stupid people just put a square edge. How are you going to get your wheelbarrow up with a square edge? Just not thinking. And we weren't here, otherwise we'd have told them. But there you go. I think Ren's has done a smashing job of that little ramp. I don't even think a carpenter could have done better than that. Look at that, it's lovely. Very pleased with that. And Steve's put some more gravel down round the house. As you can see there, nice job. Andy's edged it too. Show me, boys. Hello. The boys are just out there having a nice time, no coats on. It is a little bit colder today, but still, don't need coats on. That's good. Neaten that area around the garden room. Done a nice straight edge as well. Oh, Ike is in the... Ike just looking out, wondering what we're doing and why isn't he here to just supervise everything. He is. As you can see, we've grown a nice crop of celandines. Looks all right though, doesn't it? I know it's supposed to not be, but we don't mind really sharing. They look very pretty. Isn't it amazing how leaves get everywhere? That's in the old tack room. You can see we've cleared it out. This is going to be the rug drying room because it's very well insulated. And you know we have that little heater there. And it's got a couple of sockets there. Plug the heater in. I'm just going to give it a good sweep out, and then I'm going to bring the rugs out of the logs. We have a log shed, and that's where the rugs are, so I'm going to bring them out of there. I bought these clothes racks online. They are for shops, really, but they've been very useful. Is making me a bigger shelf. I have a small shelf for the small tack room, but now we've got a big tack room. We're having a big shelf. And he's found some big brackets to hold it up with. I've washed the floor out. I'm just going to wait for that to dry, and then I'm going to put the rug racks in. It's all very exciting. We've got 2 drying racks in there. Of course, we don't need to dry anything at the moment because it's so nice and fine. And then the others, the heavyweight rugs, which we've now finished with, they'll be taken down to the laundrette, or the laundrette will come and pick them up, depending on how the coronavirus thing pans out. Won't be for some time, but that's okay. Doesn't matter, we've just boxed them up ready. Tomorrow's video is back at Boltby. You may remember that I discovered that there was a bridleway sign, and then I turned round and came back. Well, Steve and I are off to explore that tomorrow. Hope you'll join us. TTFN.